It's been an unbelievable year, but it's been the backside of some tough years, and it's been getting better and better day by day. So I wouldn't say it's been a tough year for you, but it's been a lot for you to try to navigate.
It has, but the good news is travel is coming back. The fourth quarter, we shared some really encouraging statistics, both about the resilience of travel and the resilience of our business. Revenue per available room in the fourth quarter was only down 19% versus where we were in 2019. And in terms of momentum, that was a 40-point improvement from where we were in the first quarter of 21.
The stock itself has been to all-time highs. Mm-hmm. And obviously we haven't seen the underlying business match pre-pandemic levels yet. But that's the way the stock market works. But in 2022, 2021 you just finished, right, with $1.30 above expectations, but still $3 and change versus pre-pandemic $6 of earnings power, which I think you'll get back to quickly. But the stock's already it just came off all-time highs. How does that work?
Well, I think that, as you know well, the markets determine the valuation of the stock, but I think the performance of the stock reflects broad confidence in the rebound in travel. There are deep pockets of pent-up demand. As we see, you talked a little bit about mask mandates, as we see more and more markets open, even some of the markets that were most restrictive, Australia, New Zealand, the Cayman Islands. As those markets open, we see quick and impressive spikes in demand. And I think the market recognizes that the resilience of travel is something that's pretty powerful.
But I think when I think of Marriott, I think of global travel. I also think, should I think less of business travel? And there are question marks about both of those, and especially with this latest geopolitical news. And then I think about you've got a huge presence in China. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what the future holds for all those things. If I depend on Marriott stock, it's very positive. We're going to have a resurgence of international travel. We're not going to close down travel to Russia, to China. And we're all going to get along and be a big global community again, hopefully.
Yeah, well, there's a lot in that question. I think as it relates to business travel, there have been all sorts of forecasts that business travel will be forever diminished. And I think our perspective when we look at the data, we don't think travel and demand broadly will be diminished, but it may look a little different. People are doing more and more blending of trip purpose. And where we really see that, pre-pandemic, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday nights were the strongest business travel nights. Friday, Saturday were the big leisure nights, and Thursday, Sunday were shoulder nights. If you look at the back half of last year, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, recovering but below 19 levels. Weekends, Friday, Saturday, well above where we were in 2019. But interestingly, Thursdays and Sundays, those shoulder nights, are essentially back to where we were in 2019, which I think reflects folks are saying, I'm going to take a business trip, I'm going to extend it through the weekend, and do a little bit of this blending of travel. On your geographic question, we're in almost 140 countries. There are complexities in each of those countries. China has been tough. It's the only country in the world or region in the world where we didn't see sequential quarter-over-quarter improvement in revenue per available room, principally because they continue to pursue this zero COVID policy.
The pent-up demand is, I can feel it. I can feel it because I've got pent-up demand, and everyone does. So, okay, that's going to exhaust itself at some point. Will we be left at a higher level of people wanting to travel? Because I don't know, they're flush. People haven't spent money on other things. Yeah. How long do you expect the halcyon days, if you will, to continue?
Quite a while. I mean, we've seen no slowdown in leisure demand, which has really led the recovery from the pandemic. And the really remarkable thing, we've not seen that. We've seen record levels of leisure demand before international borders have really opened in a wholesale way. And so pre-pandemic, you would have walked the streets here in Manhattan, and it would have looked like the United Nations. You would have had visitors to this city from all over the world. Much of that inbound international has not yet returned. And as it does, I think that's another catalyst for growth in demand.